can just edit this out. Don't start it stuff.
I'm going to put it like, guys, look at this goofy guy.
You can just edit it out.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nyasha and I'm super excited to do this 1 year update in the UK. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, and for all of you who have subscribed, who are here, thank you guys. Yeah, Jim is telling you to go and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Yeah, it will be somewhere on the screen. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to my special lovely guest. No, you're going to introduce yourself.
Okay. Alright. Yeah. Alright. So this is the part I speak now.
Yeah, this is your part.
Hi everyone. My name is Jim. I'm a registered nurse and we were batchmates, Nyasha and I. So yeah, we arrived at the same time. So it's going a year now. Yeah. And yeah, we'll be talking about how it has been so far here in Cambridge. So yeah, let's go.
Let's go. So we are staying at the same accommodation. So if you hear us talking about accommodation, we're talking about the same apartment. And if you haven't watched yet my room tour so that you can see how our accommodation looks like, do watch it. I'm going to do an updated version as well, so you can look out for that one. Without further ado, we're going to look at the things that we have liked. Our likes and dislikes, but we're going to start with good stuff first, right?
Good stuff first. Always with the bad stuff at
the good and the bad. And I've done a video about the 5 things that I wish I knew before I moved to the UK, and you'll realize that in that video I was talking about culture shock, and after 1 year now I want to review how do I feel about that, how do I feel about everything else I was talking about in that video. So if you haven't watched that one as well, I'm going to link it as well so that you can watch that before you watch this one. But without further ado, let's go.
Gotta catch up with your videos, you have a lot.
Yeah.
I haven't watched them.
Okay, so the very first thing that I absolutely love is the transport system. I love the transport system in the UK. Like, there are buses to go wherever you want to go. There are trains, and also cycling. So these 3 things, I'm going to talk about them because first of all, I like the buses, because if you don't have a car, if you don't know where to go, do you know what, you can just use your phone and just put the destination you want, and they will let you know where the nearest bus is, and you can get your bus to where you want to go. So I think that's very efficient, that's very lovely. And for me to go into town is like £1, so it's also very inexpensive. And you also have like Uber as well. Like, if you don't know where to get a bus, or if you see like there are no buses in your place, you can get an Uber, although Ubers are not that cheap. Yeah. And then on cycling, like, I really love the fact that cycling is a mode of transport. Like, in my country, cycling is for poor people. Like, if you cycle, like people look down on you. But like here in Cambridge, it's a cycling city. Like,
actually, it's the cycling capital.
Yeah, it's like the cycling capital of the UK. Yeah, so I actually love that cycling is a mode of transport. Like, you can, it's actually cool, I think, here to have a bike and be cycling around. And actually, they say that 54% of people in Cambridge cycle. So that means more people cycle and less people actually drive in Cambridge. So that's like something that I love, because now I get to learn to cycle, and I think it's
really part of living here. So,
and scooters as well, like
scooters. I almost tried it, but no. I then realized that I'm gonna get hooked up to it, and it's kind of dangerous. So I'd rather not try it. So.
Yeah, it's kind of dangerous because those things can get up to like 15.5 miles an hour.
More than that.
Which is like 24 kilometers per hour.
Yes.
Yeah.
They should have like a speed limit, so it's not really very safe.
So I only tried to get on a scooter yesterday, and like those ones that are the Voi scooters, I didn't know you need a driver's license for that.
Yeah, so
that's a downside, like.
Because you're going to be driving on the road, so you cannot use it on... I'm not sure if you can use it on bike lanes.
Yeah, you actually should use it on a cycle lane. Yeah.
Ah, okay, alright. But not on the roadside, so...
Yeah.
It's really dangerous, so...
It's very dangerous. But I was really disappointed because it's not in every country that you need a driver's license to be on a scooter. So, but anyway, yeah, I love the transport system.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's also one thing. So,
it's also one thing that you like as well.
Yeah, good point on the bus. It's very useful. There's an app that you could use here.
Yeah.
What do you use? Stagecoach?
I don't use any apps for it.
Yeah, me too. I just walk to the bus stop and there's gonna be like a screen or a monitor or something, like a digital screen that you'll see what time the next bus is, and you just get to know what number of the bus you have. So you're really gonna have a schedule of what time the bus is going to arrive. If you also want to use the app, then you could also see what time the bus arrives. You're still at home, so you just walk out once it's almost there.
Yeah, and I think people have like prepaid cards that you can.
Yes, I think so.
Just use and tap, and like especially for people who stay far away, like an hour away or something. There are people who will use those because they're quite cheaper. But I've never gotten into it because I don't need the bus that much since I stay very close to the...
Yeah, I just use the bus like once every 2 weeks if I go to town. But yeah, there are some groceries that I can walk for like 10 or 15 minutes because I'm really into, you know, active lifestyle. But I guess it's not for those that don't really want to walk. So cycling.
Yeah. And you know what, even old people, like, have you seen like old ladies cycling? Like, I was like, wow, okay. I think most of my workmates actually cycle, and all of them, they're like over 40. So I like yeah, this is good. Actually keeps people healthy. And also trains are part of the transport system. I've gone to London on a train. I've also gone to Hertfordshire. So you can, you know, go anywhere you want, you know, even if you don't have a car. So you can use trains. The train systems are quite good, I believe. So I think the only problem there, sorry, I'm gonna mention something because I'm very talking about transport. The only problem with the trains that there's sometimes other places where you don't have like a direct train, and you have to go round and round. A place where you would take maybe 30 minutes driving, you could take 2 hours with a train or even 2 trains, because not all of them have the train system, or you have to go around other cities to go to where you want to go. So sometimes it'll take you longer to get there, but well, eventually you will get there. Like
into when we did our OSCE, it's in Oxford, so we're in Cambridge right now. So we had to go to London first, and then we had to transfer train and then go to Oxford. So that's like a round trip. So yeah. So what else in transportation? So the bikes. Do you have a bike?
My bike was stolen, and I did make a video about that as well. Really? Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking of getting a bike, but I'm also thinking of like, if I'm gonna get one, I want to put it in the flat or in my room because I don't want to leave it outside. I also had another friend that lost her bike because it was stolen. So.
Yeah, you really need to invest like in a very good lock if you want to.
Yeah, that's what they said. Don't buy a very expensive bike, but buy an expensive lock because that's really how it works here. So yeah, and yeah, we can go on to the next one. So number two, for me, I really love that there are places of, you know, a lot of green spaces. There's a lot of green spaces in the UK, lovely parks and nature reserves that you can go to, and also there are many private properties, but they can be public walkways as well in private properties where you can, you know, see the beautiful places, ponds, and just, you know, scenery. So when I came to the UK, I just thought, oh my god, I'm going to a concrete jungle. I thought like it's just gonna be like, you know, there's no nature. And you know, me coming from Zimbabwe, from Africa, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I'm really going to miss like the nature part, because I love being in nature. I love the countryside. So I really love that fact that there's a lot of nature there, nature parks and reserves that you can go to, like a walk away. Like if I choose to walk right now, I'll, you know, I can bump into a lot of parks and stuff. So I really love that thing. And also on the issue of, you know, the greenery and the nature side of things, there are also villages very close to Cambridge.
Actually, most of my workmates, they all stay in villages, and I love villages. Like I grew up in a village. Okay, I'm joking. I grew up in a city, but I love the countryside. So I really love the fact that people actually have farms and stuff like that. I was super excited when I went. Yeah, I was super excited when I went to see my friend's place. Like, she has goats there, she has geese, she has all of these things going on. And I thought, like, I wouldn't find these things in the UK. So I'm super excited that there are villages, there are lovely spaces that you can go to. Even like those medieval kind of buildings and castles and whatever. Like, if it's on someone's private property, they will allow you to pass through and see those things. And so, yeah, for me, that's a plus.
Yes. I'm a big fan of the medieval age, and that's one reason that I went here. I like the castle and the architecture, Gothic churches, those kind of stuff. I'm quite familiar with those, but I haven't seen. Well, I guess I've seen some when we went to Oxford, but I haven't like gone out on purpose to like a vacation and see them. And yeah, when it comes to greeneries, we're living in a high-rise building, and you can just go down, walk around 3 minutes, you'll be like on a walkway, park, something like that. They call it the Maggie's Way. So it's really fresh air, and you'll really get to connect with nature again if you're that kind of person. So it's nice.
Yeah, I'm that kind of person. And you're talking about the antiquity side of things. Like, I do love like the old buildings, and just, you know, I remember when we came here, the other friend of mine that I met here as well, like, he was like, oh no, all of these buildings are old. Where is like the brand new buildings? Where are like where are the skyscrapers and all of that? But now he's like, oh yeah, now I like the place. Like, I think everything doesn't have to be like upscale, modern.
It doesn't have to be new. Yeah. They can keep it that way. So it's part of culture, and how England has progressed through time. So it's nice to keep it existing as long as it could. So to get the new generations, you know, be familiar with it and learn from it. So it's part of history.
It's part of history, yeah. And then the third one. Okay, I really love that. I love the healthcare system, to be honest.
Yeah.
I came here to be part of it. Yeah, and I really love it. It's really one of the best in the world, honestly, the National Healthcare Service, NHS, right? So, well, we call it free. It's free health service. It's lovely because you don't have to think about paying when you go to the GP. You don't have to think about paying when you have to have these, you know, whatever operations, stay in the hospital, right? But of course, we do pay through checks and whatever. And we're going to go there probably in the dislikes, I don't know. But it's just a good thing to have the healthcare system. It's working perfectly. It's working fine. And I think I really like it because I've been a patient myself 2 times. So,
have you?
Yeah.
Why?
Are we gonna talk about it now?
Okay, alright. That's
But I was sick for some time, but now I'm okay. Yeah.
Did you get admitted?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's perfect. It's top notch healthcare. Initially, when I was planning to go abroad, my first choice was the US. Okay. But while I was still thinking of processing it, I got a job that handles calls from a clinic in the US, and I learned a lot on how the US healthcare system works. So not to like talk negative in purpose when it comes to the US healthcare, but it doesn't really work pretty well when it comes to all the Americans. So they don't know, they should be, as a first world country, they should also be doing or what do you call this, implementing the universal healthcare. That's what they call it, universal, like how they do it in the UK. So yeah, I'm just very impressed on how the UK does their healthcare. It's free for everyone. but it's also something that some people can take advantage of.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I really don't have anything bad to say about the UK healthcare. It's really a blessing for the people living here, for the people having an NHS number, basically.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have an NHS number, then you're not getting healthcare. That's basically it. So yeah, it's top notch.
Yeah, it is, and I think that also goes on into even being part of it and working in the NHS. You can see that I think they really try their best to keep their staff really, you know, well kept, and you know, benefits, and you know, your annual leave days and all of those things. I feel like they're really good, even compared to the US. Not down talking them, but we're just comparing what this one offers and what that one offers. You see that you don't get as many leave days. So
Exactly,
yeah, for those people who probably want to have more annual leave days, you can get them, because we have like 30 days annual leave. You can choose to sell them. You don't want to take
Oh, you
it.
also have that option? Well, we don't have it, but
Oh, you don't have it.
it's either you take it or not have it.
Oh, okay. We can sell up to, I think, 5 is the maximum. 5
Oh,
days.
okay,
Like
nice,
you can't
nice,
get
nice.
more than that, because they actually want you to go on leave. So yeah.
That was the first thing I asked my manager. Can we like convert our leave into money instead if we don't take it? But no. Really? It's alright then. It's fine. Another thing is the weather.
Okay.
I like the weather. I came from a tropical place. As how I want your audience to guess where I came from. So
Okay,
well,
let us
just
know
cut
where
that
do you
out.
think Jim comes
Yeah,
from.
or-
Let us know in the comments below, and if you're right, maybe Jim will give you a prize if you get it right.
Yeah, we'll see about that, because yeah, it's payday. It's pay week, should I say that?
Pay week, yeah.
Yeah, it's the weather. I came from a warm place, so I said if I'm working abroad, then I'd rather work on a colder place just to
Okay.
make a change. And I really liked it when I went out of the airport when I first arrived here. I was so surprised. It's colder outside. I right away asked the cab driver, "Is that normal? Are we outside, or are we still inside? Because it's really very cold outside. It's like having air condition outside." And that was October. What day did you arrive here?
September, like I arrived like a week before you guys.
Yes, you were the very first. You were there alone. Before,
Yeah, I was there all before these guys came to rescue me
And
from loneliness.
was I the second one that arrived, or somebody else? I think I'm the second one.
I think you are the second one.
Yes,
And I
yes.
think you came. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Fatso, I think, early and whatever.
Mm.
Well, yeah, that's the another thing that I like.
You're gonna hear me complaining about the weather later on in the video, but to be honest, the weather is so much better here in the south. As you move more to the north, the weather is more temperamental and even colder.
Another one is experience. So Cambridge is a well-known university hospital. Well, Cambridge itself, the term itself, we have one of the oldest universities here.
University City.
Yes. University hospital as well. So
Yeah.
a lot of learning happening here. And yeah, it's a nice place to have experience, whatever healthcare job probably you have. So
Yeah.
yeah. Next one is, it's also safe. The safety of the place.
Yeah.
I've never been into a place that I can like walk 10 p.m., 11 p.m. on a dark street, feeling safe, not thinking about somebody mugging you or pointing a knife at you, because that's also somehow how it works where I came from. So it's really nice, the safety here.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned earlier, we also live in a high-rise, not really a very high-rise building, but
But it's the tallest here.
Yes. So where I work, you'll see this building, like the highest, the tallest. So I live in the 9th floor. This room of Nyasha is in the 4th floor. I'm actually thinking of going to the higher floors because I really
Then
want.
you can have a
I really
really
want
nice
the view. I really want the view.
I don't have a view, guys.
Yeah.
No.
Well, you do, but it's not. I guess it's better on that side.
Yeah, it's not idyllic.
Because on my side, I see the park. I see the fields.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I see the fields there, and it's very nice. So, it's just that like 1/3 of my window view is the car park. So, besides that, it's nice on the left side. And then the last one that I like is leisure. We have here like a leisure facility called Frankly. So
I'm yet to go there, guys.
go there. It's nice. I just came there like an hour ago. I just finished swimming, so there's a lot of facilities there. Badminton, swimming, gym, cycling, yoga. So a bar. There's also a bar there. So you will need to have a membership, but it's very nice because I just need to go down, walk 3 minutes, 5 minutes. I'm there, and yeah, for active people. Yeah, that finishes my likes.
My likes.
list, yeah.
And also, guys, like, I think it's really lovely that you can also have a lot of things to do online. I like that because in my country I couldn't buy stuff online. I think it's different in every country, but in my country you couldn't buy stuff online. And actually a lot of people actually ask me to buy stuff for them and then send it to them because it's hard to actually buy stuff online. But I don't even have to think about it. Like, if I want something and it's on Amazon, it can be delivered tomorrow. And I like most of the things in here I bought them on Amazon. So
Exactly.
it's just awesome to just have that like global connection. You can just connect anywhere, everywhere. I feel like that's
I actually thought of that earlier. Should I add that Amazon? it's very nice and useful.
Yeah, it is.
Amazon is much better than, because where you came from, there's also like an online courier or delivery order stuff.
Okay.
But Amazon is really nice and useful. So anything you want, and like in the middle of COVID, that what's happening right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Very useful for those that are staying at home. So
yeah, and talking about online services, you know what? I'm coming from a very small country. Okay, it's not very small in terms of population, but small in terms of maybe the facilities that we have. Okay, so you will find out that our grocery stores are not as big as the ones here. I can't go to the grocery shops here. They're too big, honestly, especially when I go to city center. And yet a lot of people are telling me, these ones in Cambridge are very small. Go to Birmingham, you find aisles and aisles and aisles. I don't know, I think for others they like it, but for me, maybe because I'm not used to it, I find it very tiring to think about going to shop. So I find it much easier to shop online because I know what I want to buy online and I just go and search what I want. If I want almonds, but if I go into the shop, I'll probably spend a lot of time in the shop and end up maybe things that I didn't want to buy because there's a lot. And just in a grocery shop, you find clothes, you find toys, you find like this. I just want some milk. I end up coming out of that shop maybe with more stuff. So okay, it's good to have a big departmental store and stuff like that, but it's also good that there's an online option. Like if you're like me and you don't want to walk in, you can click and collect. Like, just choose what you want and then go and collect everything one time, or you can just do everything online and then they deliver. So at least you have options. Whichever side of the camp you are, you have those options. So I'm really grateful for that online facility. And that's the bigger shops that we have.
In a way, it's positive, but it's more of like self-control. Right?
Yeah.
It is good that you have a lot of options. That's also one thing that I've found out here. When I first came in a grocery store, there's really a lot of options. I drink. Even let's say beer. There's one whole aisle of beer that you can choose from, and there's ale, there's beer, there's ginger ale. There's really a lot of stuff that I you know what, I actually one time there are some men also looking around the beer section, and I had to ask them which one is the best here. if you would recommend me, because all of these are new to me. So there's really a lot of options that I had difficulty choosing which one. Because you're never gonna
There's
try
a lot
everything.
of, yeah, even toilet paper. You have a whole aisle and this different. You're like, I just want toilet paper. Yeah, so you really have to have self-discipline, because you can buy a lot of things.
Yeah.
You can finish all your money in one go. Lovely. So our dislikes, we're coming to our dislikes, guys. I don't even know if I even have dislikes.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching this video up until this point. I am Future Nyasha, and I'm just here to let you know that this video, we were enjoying it too much. It went a little too long, and so I've decided to put it into a 2 series. So you will look out for the dislikes in the next video that I'm going to post next week. So have a look out on the 1 year update on the dislikes. So today we've only managed to go through the likes, and I hope that you will be geared up to watch the dislikes in the next video. If you want to also look for Jim, you can find him on Instagram and on YouTube as well. I will have his information linked in the description box below. Both on Instagram and on YouTube, he is Yes On. So you'll find his information in the description below. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for joining this journey. Mwah.